Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Miss Sweet. I'm a 10th year first grade teacher in Anchorage, Alaska, and this is Classroom Setup Part 5. Today is definitely the final day of setup. I only have a few things around the room to get done, and then it's definitely in good condition to start the first day of school, even though there might be a few things that I still need to get done. Plans today, I do have the paper for this bulletin board. I got that over the weekend, so we're going to take this down and put that up first and the border. And then I'm going to go down to the video request finally, because I never did that, and get and make headings for all these boards. And then I also need to print labels, and I'm just going to ask the office, and I never had luck with that printer, by the way. So I'm going to ask the office if it's okay if they print me just 3 of those influential people so that I have all 10. If they say no, or if they say they have to send it to the print shop, I'm just going to go print it. That's my plan currently. I'm going to start with that board, and then I'm going to go to the VeriQuest, and while I'm doing stuff for the VeriQuest, I'll go ahead and ask them about things I need to get printed. They said they were getting a new blade for the VeriQuest, so I'm hoping it's going to work. So hopefully it works well enough to cut out these couple of boards that I want to get done today. So that's the plan. Very tedious work, very timely work. I was thinking that I also might hang up my table group numbers. All right, well, this is not the one that hangs up because it doesn't have the hole, but I was thinking I might hang these up too, but I don't know, because if enrollment goes up, I need another table. And if I need another table, then I need to make another group. And then I might move the tables around, and then these wouldn't be hanging in the right spot. And so we'll see. But I was thinking about doing that depending on how much time I have. And then also, of course, I could actually do the word wall. So once I put up the border and the paper on there, I could also go ahead and put the alphabet on there. I do have those cards on the table sitting out too. Let's get into it. This board is done. Well, the border and stuff. Now, I have to say, someone was like, you should put a solid color border on the middle border. And I'm like, after they said it, I thought a really cute, like black and white sort of pattern might have actually been really cute on this. However, this was already purchased at the time. So if you were the sweet soul that was like, you should do a solid color border, I think that you're right. However, what's done is done. And I still like this. I don't think it's too much. I'm gonna make a word wall title for this wall. I don't know if I'm actually gonna use it. I might leave this thing without a word wall title. I don't know if the title word wall is gonna fit once we put the letters on. I'm gonna cut it out and then we'll see. So I'm gonna go to the VeriQuest now to cut out titles for all my boards. And down there, I'll ask about the influential people, and then I'll come back and do a little computer work. I meant to do that this weekend, but I didn't. So I'll come back and do some computer work so I can get the labels made for a couple of things around the room that were lost, broken, or just new. So yeah. Ta-da. I got here at 9. It is now 12. Needless to say, I've been gone for a while, but I did get some things done. The VeriQuest blade needs changing, and they had to order blades. So I got some of my like titles cut out and things, but some of them at some point I just kind of gave up because we were literally cutting on the VeriQuest and then recutting it out after that, and that just seemed sort of silly. So we stopped. For now, I have my word wall cut. I cut out the numbers 0 through 20. I also cut out the sound card, and then I cut out this for my teacher info board. So I still need to do star student, student center, and then I like to put a little slogan above my door frame that I still need to do as well. And then I like on the outside of the door to put like a what's happening in my room thing. So I still have to do those 4 things. I just really would like to get my student center thing up and my star student thing up. Other than that, the other ones could probably wait. If not, I'll just come in Monday and get them done. I also spent like an hour being transferred and answering phone calls about an insurance claim because I was supposed to have an appointment today, but that had to get canceled because my insurance has still not finished its prior authorization in order to go to my appointment today. That's a bummer, but I guess it means I get to get some more work done around here. I also went ahead and emailed the front office, and they already printed 3 more of these for me. So I'm going to go grab those and then run them through my laminator, and we're going to hang those up. And I also want to try to get the letters onto my word wall so I can kind of get a good idea of
the spacing, and then that way I'll know if I can actually fit a word wall heading. My new teaching partner is here today. By the way, I keep saying new because I haven't mentioned that I make YouTube videos to her, and I don't want to mention her name if she doesn't want to be mentioned. I'm not saying new to be insensitive and not use her name, but my new teaching partner next door is here today, so I'm assuming she's probably using her own glue gun, so I'm not going to bother her and ask about the glue gun because I do have to do hot glue for the numbers 0 through 20. That has to be hot glued because that the only space left on that wall is like the cement. The other ones are all getting stapled either onto the bulletin board or there's a space on the wall. So I got to color some staples black, staple those things up, laminate my influential people and hang those up and work on my word wall. Those are kind of the 3 tasks I'm going to continue to work on since I'm not going to my appointment, and I'm going to stop and eat in a minute here too because I'm pretty hungry. So let's go. Those 2 are done. I was standing there and I was like, I could just put the word sound cards right here above my head. So I went ahead and did the sound cards. I colored those staples before I started stapling, but then as I was stapling, I noticed some imperfections. But now that I'm standing back looking at it, you totally can't see them and it was probably fine. The teacher info is up. It looks good. I think it looks good. I'm questioning whether I should have put teacher in the center and info in the center and curved them both one on top of the other, but what's done is done. The front office printed me 2 of these. Unfortunately, so when I hit print on a PDF, you always click to fill the space. Like you can adjust the size of the paper and it kind of blows it up bigger. So that's what I did when I printed them, but I didn't think about mentioning that to the secretary or AA. So these ones have a way fatter white border on them, but I held them up to Ashley and she literally didn't even notice the difference till I said it. So hopefully it's not too big of a deal, especially since because I have an uneven number, 2 of these, like they're going to be like this on the board with one above the other. But I was like, should I trim? Because I could trim it and make it appear, it would be a smaller piece of paper, but it would appear to have the same outline as this. But I didn't want to ask her to like reprint it, obviously, because that's a waste of ink. Oh, my laminator is ready now. So I'm going to laminate these. Once I'm done laminating these, I'm just going to let them sit on the back table. And I'm going to work on that on the bulletin board I started today. I'm going to try to see if I lay the letters on that and how I'm going to get it to look. Also, I totally forgot to mention, or maybe I did mention, I do have a student teacher this semester. And so I was thinking that one small desk, I didn't know what to do with it. I'm going to set it out to be like her desk. I'm going to ask the BPO if he can raise it so that it's taller for her. And I'm going to try to find another chair, but I might not find another chair, honestly. And I feel really bad about that. But I'm just not familiar with the school and I don't know where to go look if I want more furniture or anything. But I was talking to Ashley and she's like, I didn't even get a chair when I was a student teacher. I didn't get a desk. And I was like, really? I had a desk when I was a student teacher, and my last student teacher that I had last year had a desk. So I don't know. I just feel like you're supposed to have a desk. And I put cups and pens and stuff on it. In my old school, I would have even gone down and like got a stapler and everything. I don't know if they have that kind of stuff here. I can check. But if they do, I'll put that kind of stuff at her desk too. But she will start on the first day, which is August 11th. She'll start with me on the first day. So that's great. So if you see that desk when I switch camera views to over there, that's what that desk is for. It's for her. All right, let's hot glue up this. I don't know how we're going to do this though because this is so thin, but we're going to figure it out because we don't have a choice. So we're going to need like dots of hot glue and dots of tape. I think I'm going to put this like this kind of, I think I'm going to go diagonal because I did the sound cards diagonal. Tiny, tiny pieces of tape and put tiny, tiny pieces of hot glue on them. Oh my God, how am I going to get this to work, bro? So like if I line this up over the blue, goodness gracious. I don't know how anybody does this because it's so freaking difficult to do this. And I missed my mark. We're just gonna go for it. Worst case scenario, it rips, and guess what? I'm hot gluing it anyway, so I'll just hot glue that son of a gun right back if it rips. I'm just gonna rip 2, so I'm prepared. This is diabolical. This is so tedious. Okay, that works. Perfect. It's honestly holding up pretty good, so that's good. I should have put it on a poster, honestly. I should have just put it on a poster, but I didn't like how the poster looked. I wanted it to be against the white wall. I'm hoping this stuff is still up when I come back to school. If it doesn't work out, I'll put it on a poster and just glue the poster up here. Because obviously a poster, something with like corners and lines and stuff, would be easier to glue than this. We got the numbers 0 through 20 up. That was the hardest thing ever. And also, it's not exactly straight, like I'm realizing, but ask me if I'm going to fix it. It's going to be like that for this school year, unless it falls off and then I put it back up and that gives me an opportunity to straighten it. But for right now, it's staying. I pulled off one of these influential people. It comes right off, like almost too easy. So I don't know if these are going to stay up all year, if I'm going to have to figure out something else later. But for now, I'm going to glue up the rest of them. Let's see if they're here when I come back to work next Monday, because that'll be like a week versus they set up there only for 3 days. So maybe if they wait longer, they'll fall off. I don't know. But it literally, I just pulled it and it just like popped. Both of them popped right off. So I'm going to glue up the rest of my influential people. I got them all printed. They're right there on the table. When I'm done with that, Ashley said she wanted to leave around 4. It's about 3:30 right now. So by the time I finish that, it'll probably be about time to go. I did email the front office my labels and I haven't heard back yet. So I don't know if they're done or not, but I'll go by the office once I'm done putting these up. And if they are done and I have time, I'll tape the ones I need to tape. The other ones are getting stapled, which means for now I just put a push pin in them and I'll staple them later when I'm sure everything's in its spot. So let's get these done.
It is 3:50. I just went down to the office and they printed out my stuff on cardstock. I'm gonna put this on my lunch cart along with my name. And then I can't show the other one. It's the name of my student teacher. I'm gonna put that on her desk. And then I got my safe space one for the safe space bin. And then I'm gonna put this above the class jobs poster. I got my spelling one for my spelling homework bin. And then my hot lunch one to put on the board for check-in. I'm gonna laminate this. And then I have writing to put on the focus wall, possibly. I'm undecided, but I didn't want to leave one blank. So I went ahead and typed that one. And then nifty number, which is also gonna go on that student center board. I'm gonna run them through my laminator while I clean up, but I'm not actually going to cut them out and put them up today because I'm spent. So I'm gonna show you guys what the room is looking like. That'll be it for classroom setup. I'll make a short of like the finished look of the room, because obviously these things are not up, but I do feel like for the most part, my classroom is set up. Maybe I'll just do like a day in the life vlog for my first day back next Monday, but I don't know, because I will have my student teacher. So, but I don't think that doing a whole nother video of what else I do is going to be worth it. And I also don't think it's worth it to wait until Monday to film these last couple things either. So we're gonna put a little shiny bow on it right there. Thank you guys for watching all of my classroom setup videos. I'm gonna give you a tour of the room and then we're gonna go. Here's the influential people I got done today. And then I added that poster. It was left from the previous teacher. It's just kind of like how to help stop the spread of germs. My word wall is done. I have the title up in all the letters. I think it actually turned out really cute.
This is the desk for my student teacher for now, but I need to get it raised. I added the weekly schedule to the student center, so the nifty number will go here, jobs, weekly schedule. Well, this is the same. I have teacher info here, sound cards there, and my very, 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 very sloppy numbered 0 through 20 up there. So got a lot done today, even though it doesn't seem like it. And this is the end of classroom setup for me. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching my classroom setup. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.